It's interesting, okay? This is... I'm feeling like this meme. She's got 8? No. She's done for. Hello my darlings, welcome back on my channel. Welcome to the journey if this is your first time joining. My name is Willow, and it is time, finally, for me to react to the music video for Ritual by The Warning, none other than The Warning. It's been a long time coming, and I am locked in, okay? I'm gonna... Let's just jump straight into it. I've been advised to pay attention to the symbolism in it, so I'll try to do my best. It seems that a few of you are counting on me for a read of the symbolism in it, so without further ado, Ritual by The Warning. So I'm very excited. And why... Ooh, why is it so square? Oh.
You close my eyes when I run out of time. Can't keep on running. I keep becoming realistically distressed. I play it out in my head, catastrophically obsessed. It makes me wanna rip my heart out of my chest, 'cause I just see death in what is beautiful, playing all the funerals. Hyperfixation, no medication stops me from calling the dead. Light the candles on my bed, blazing for the world to end. It makes me wanna rip my hair off my head, 'cause I just see death in what is beautiful, playing all the funerals. It's a ritual.
Huh. Hold on. I feel like I've been assigned a mission now. I just want to see what it said at the end.
Like it's a ritual.
Here. Knife and Roses. Oh, directed by Knife and Roses. Okay, that'll explain the knives. Or the swords. Okay, my notes are all over the place. much. I feel like we're gonna need more than... Hold on, let me just bring this. Okay. I feel like we're gonna need more time to dissect all of this. I don't want to spend an hour, going through this. So we'll see what we cover today, what I know to begin with, or like what I think, and then we'll see. Maybe it'd be worth doing a deep dive eventually on a separate occasion, not during a reaction video. That could be fun. Also dissecting videos, on songs and stuff. I need to circle back. First of all, right, the beginning. I see these bad boys and also kind of the decor, the landscape, and instantly I thought it was giving vibes from Material. Just, I guess, being like covered head to toe with white fabric. And I suppose it might be just filmed in a similar location. That might just be why. But also, it's at night, like the lighting gives a comeback to Material. And I don't know if that's, I'm gonna take this. I don't know if that's intentional. There you go. Wow, I paused it at 13 seconds and it's 3 minutes 31, the video. So I'm gonna take that as a sign that that's intentional. I'm not familiar that much with the lyrics of this song. I feel like we will need to be, in order to like really dissect everything. But, so from the get-go, Material, right? Those are the vibes I'm getting. Which were also, it seemed like a ritual also in the video. I know they each had like a wand, like a big torch, which I wonder, I can't recall in my reaction video if I connected that to tarot cards, but I've heard a lot of talk about tarot cards about this, and Mark, I believe, was like, I can't wait for you to tell me about tarot cards. I hope I'm not gonna disappoint you. More specifically, the Ace of Swords, not wands, and the Six of Swords, I believe you said. But like, there are so many knives, so many swords, and this guy with the scissors. Could be two things that I'm thinking of. He was reminding me of, what are they called? The Fates in Greek mythology. There's, the weavers are also called the weavers sometimes. It's 3 of them though, so now that's just that guy, but could have lost his sisters. One of them weaves the thread of life, the other one, I don't know, holds it, and the other one cuts it, and he'd be the one to cut it. It looks like he wants to cut, and because they are like fallen angels or something, and then they're like dead at the end, and you see their souls. Guys, I was not expecting that much, okay? It's great though, I love it. This was a gorgeous, gorgeous music video, and the song is, gonna repeat myself. It's great, it's fucking amazing, actually. Okay, we're gonna take a step back. Look up the lyrics, okay? I've been told that there's a version of this with the lyrics as well. I feel like that would have been too much to pay attention to at the same time. Even now I was trying to like take notes, and I think I might have missed a few like flashes of things, but it seems like they come back, like the symbolism comes back, so I probably didn't miss too much. I think I'm going blind. Oh, I can't see the signs. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I hope you close my eyes when I run out of time. So this is calling for like, this sounds like death. Or like, maybe more in the sense, if they were to be talking about their career, it's like, I hope you like, tell me when it's done, when I'm irrelevant, right? It could be something like that. But also it's like, when I'm dead, just close my eyes and let me rest in peace. Which could be a callback to this dude. The Fate. Unrealistically distressed, I played out in my head, catastrophically obsessed. It makes me want to rip my heart out of my chest. This is giving anxiety, unrealistically distressed. It's like, there is no reason for me to be feeling this fucking distressed right now, but I am. Because I just see death in what is beautiful. Okay, that's the chorus. Plan all the funerals. Everyone's blissfully delusional. But I deprive myself like it's a ritual. As in, like, yeah, I don't want to see the beautiful. I always think of the worst. And it's unrealistic, and it's not good. Yeah? Ignoring my prescription. Oh, I found my new addiction. Now I'm not eating and I'm not sleeping. My mind is playing fiction. A curse for my existence. Hyperfixation, no medication. ADHD who? Knowing that Paulina writes most of the lyrics. It sounds like she's struggling. Take a prescription, girl. But at the same time, I kind of get it. I know some people with ADHD say that medication, you know, balances them out, but it also rips them off of their creativity. Stops me from calling the dead, light the candle on my bed, bracing for the world to end. It makes me want to rip my hair out of my head. Okay, so maybe there's not that much, like, specific symbolism in the lyrics. But don't worry, we're all gonna bring this back. Those spirals, so many. Ooh, I wanna try and find one. That's the imagery. Everything was gorgeous. Okay, so if I stop on this frame, I wanna imagine that that's them, like the lights in the sky are them falling from the sky. So fallen angels, literally. Falling from grace, from, you know, falling from heaven down to earth, which, that is terrifying. That is a terrifying frame. And I guess maybe that's where the one of sword comes in. We do often see only one sword. I'm getting there, don't worry, I'll explain what it means. But there were many, many other swords all at the same time at some point. But to come back to what I wanted to say. Oh my god, can I see it? The spiral. There we go. So the spiral in her hand, but then at some point there's like a typhoon. We see the spiral come. Wow, stunning. We see the spiral come back quite a few times. Obviously, now I'm not going to be able to get it right. That is gorgeous. Oh, sorry, cinema. I'm fangirling on the cinematography of this now. That's like, depends on how you see it. It could be an eye. It could be a black hole. It could be a flower, and all the people praying are like the petals attached to the heart of the flower, but it's a black hole. You know. We had the horse. Okay, see, that's one of the frames. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, that's where the 6 of swords comes in. I feel like I counted more at some point. Or maybe less, like a 5. I feel like there was a 5 of swords at some point. Maybe. Maybe not. I should have checked the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's before that. That one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is interesting. Okay, I need my tarot deck! Wait for me! I could also just fucking find pictures online, but no! I need my tarot deck, and I'm gonna need to scroll through. But it's interesting, okay? This is... I'm feeling like this meme. 3. This is the 3 of swords. Oh my god, my stupid lights. Okay. This is the 3 of swords. So that's why I said it's interesting, because it looks like Paulina is like representing that, but she's got 4 swords. Oh, actually, no. Oh, I thought they were transpersing. She's got 8. No, she's done for. Oh no, that's the card. I used to take that tarot deck with me everywhere to like do it like with my friends in like pubs and stuff like that. So it got ruined a little bit. Sticky tables will allow that. So that's actually the 8 of swords. Okay, well, it won't focus on the card, but you can see that this is a tied up lady amongst 8 swords, and she's, oh, there you go. Okay, she's also blindfolded, which calls back to okay, actually we want it smaller, okay, because my face, there we go, we can still see it. Which calls back to the lyrics. She does say, I'm blinded at some point. So it's kind of the energy of the card, honestly. Symbolism, straight up. But yeah, when I first saw that image, because she's being transpersed by them, I was really thinking the Three of Swords. So I don't know if it's meant to kind of be it. Because the Eight of Swords, it's like she's surrounded, but there's not an actual threat. Yes, she is tied up, but there's a chance she could untie it herself. There's a chance there's not an actual threat. But it's all in her mind, which is really evocative of the song. So really interesting. Really interesting. Now, the One of Swords. The Ace of Swords, as we normally say. Okay. At least it wasn't 10 swords, guys. At least it wasn't 10. You know, this is the end. I'm throwing them everywhere. I am not feeling okay. I'm ecstatic, okay? Every ace in tarot cards, in every suit, every ace means a new beginning. Ooh, okay. So we've seen a lot of only a single blade. We kind of need to know if they were held upwards or backwards, because that's important. Whether a tarot card is held like this, or reversed, upright, or reversed. In the case of the Ace of Swords, it does mean new beginnings, but on the mind level. Okay, so like the mind is expanding. I guess it's worth saying that the swords in general, all of them, they connect to the mind, the intellect, communication. If you think about, when I think communication, I think Mercury, or in Greek mythology it would be Hermes. I feel like that one gives a bit more of a visual. Hermes has got the tiny wings on his shoes, right? He's the messenger. He's a traveler, bringing messages, communicating, you know, it's that idea. And so the wings in this case are representative of the swords as well, because the swords is connected to the element of air, so obviously wings. They fly. The fact that they fell and they're not actually really flying, they are kind of flying throughout the video, but not the entire time, and also their wings burn. Again, beautiful fucking imagery. But it's like they don't have their wings anymore. Something is wrong, and in this case, if we connect to the lyrics, something is wrong with the mind, right? Did we have a six of swords? We need it. Where's the ace? Good luck. There it is. Okay. Ace of Swords. There is kind of a feather. I'm just noticing, actually. You know, sometimes there's so much symbolism on each and every one of them. I don't know if you can see here. There's a feather here. There's a hand holding the sword upwards, and that's kind of like a crown. That's quite a positive, you know, usually the first one is a positive card. If it is reversed, however, because like the beginning, that's the beginning of the journey, right? And eventually we're going to get to the Six of Swords. It's just slightly different. The journey is bringing us somewhere else. If you're getting swords in your tarot pools, they're not my favorite suit of cards. None of them are really, very few of them are positive. Actually, even upwards. If it is reversed, which I want to see if it was. I don't know if I'll be able to get the frame, that's the thing, because there are so many. There we go, that's the one I wanted earlier about the spiral, and I just realised I didn't talk about the spiral. Because I'm spiraling, okay? That's one way to look at it, but we're going to come back to it. Hello, Danny. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so here, the sword is actually upright, aiming at the sky, just like this one. So this might... And there's fire. Oh my god, there is so much, guys! I should have watched it, and then done a sort of condensed thing. So I think I might do that. This might need to be done. I don't know if I'll be able to find... Because, like, this could take fucking 2 hours. So I don't know if I'll be able to get all the frames that I want. This one is also upright. I guess the significance of this, like, if you look through her eyes, it looks like she's getting an idea. She's looking at it and she's like pondering, and she's like, interesting. interesting, which is kind of the vibe of the Ace of Swords. So it's not a bad thing, it's new ideas, the mind expanding, mostly. The mind expanding, right? So there's this idea throughout the video, along with other things, like the Six of Swords. Here we get a little guy with his swords, actually two little guys, and he's leaving. They're both leaving. Someone's taking him away. Okay. The Six of Swords calls for releasing baggage, right? Usually when you get that in a tarot pool, it means that something was not working, or you're moving away from a situation. There's a mental shift as well that brings you to move away from a situation. There's a transition. You're moving towards the unknown. Is are they back to back? Can't find my camera anymore. Is this back to back? Is the idea and the sort of mind expanding leading to releasing baggage and moving away from a situation and transitioning from something bad, usually something bad. Those are the two main, I think, with the Eight of Swords. So it seems like, if we carry on with the journey, I'd have to look back and see every moment, like which one comes first and everything. But since the Ace comes back very often, the single sword, it could be kind of like a loop. The mind is constantly expanding, and then through that it causes sort of trauma and causes shifts. It's coming back. It brings back new ideas constantly, right? That could be a way to look at it. Fuck, this is gonna be so long, guys. Another thing, I was shuffling through my deck, and then I saw this card, which does look very familiar. Oh my god, you can't see it. That's the Justice card. She's holding a sword in her right hand and a weight in her left hand. Now, we didn't have a weight in this one, but the guy with the scissors, it also has two sides. Okay, it could kind of be a double symbol. And justice says what it has to say. Justice will be brought at some point. So is it like kind of karma about feeling constantly so distressed for no reason? It's like justice is coming for you. It's not necessarily bad. It's just like it's gonna put the weight straight. We don't want it to tip one way. If it needs to cut something, it will. It will cut something off of your life. So I thought that was interesting. Maybe a correlation with that one frame that we saw earlier, which had me pull this card as well, which is the Ace of Cups. Now, normally cups are water element, but that cup was filled with fire. However, can you see those wings? Can you see that bird? I kind of pulled all the cards with wings, honestly, because I'm like, those could be all relevant. Another ace. Fire in the deck would be wands, by the way, or batons, or sticks. They've got different names depending on the deck that you use, but usually wands. So, relevant to material, not relevant in this case, not so much. The Ace of Cups. If we forget about the fire for a second, also new beginnings, more on an emotional level, because that's what water is. Fire, so the wands, is usually more to do with creativity, more of like a personal drive, energy, inspiration. Like it kind of correlates with the swords in a way, because it can also tie in with the spiritual, wisdom, intellectual, the mind, but it's on more of a like passion, less thinking, more passion driven. So interesting that they're brought together in the cup that could symbolize emotional baggage, but in this case it's like creativity, passion, which if it's a song about ADHD, it makes so much sense to me. Or like even just anxiety, it's like, I want to create, this is my passion, and there's all this new stuff coming, this new stuff opening, but it seems with all the other symbolism, the swords, it's also a weight. in a way. It's also what's bringing my demise. Could be a link to temperance, yes, because of the wings, but also because you see the little flowers here. They do look like the orchids that we see. Orchids are a specific flower. They need a lot of tending to. They're not easy to keep alive. It is interesting that that orchid was not white, because that could be the type of flower you give as a funeral gift. Usually they will be white. These ones were like pink or like violet, which could be a bit more like passion driven again. So is it like, it all ties in with like almost the death of a passion, or like the birth of it also brings death. I see death in all the beautiful. All these ideas are so beautiful, but they're also horrible in a way. And then ultimately, I think the story wants to lead to the Queen of Swords, mostly because she has wings, yes, on her throne. She sits, but like she's also holding that sword upright, and we see it held like that quite a few times in the video. And the clouds behind her, like, it's giving the video a little bit. We just don't have a throne, but it seems like they're reaching towards that throne. They'd love to be the queens. They are the queens, honestly, but they'd love to be the queens of swords, of their mind. She's sitting there on her throne, independent, confident. She knows her boundaries. She communicates those boundaries and her needs and her mind perfectly. She is like sitting in her power, if that makes sense. And it seems like maybe it could be the goal. But they're going through all of these things, all of this turmoil throughout the video, having their wings burn. They literally have no wind under them as well to like lift them up. And I do wonder if the ritual, you know, all of these people, it's quite a lot of people. I didn't count them. I don't know if that's important. Do they represent maybe, I know there's been a few songs like Ego that were about like the critiques that they get. Is it like, you know, all of that is making me overthink everything? Am I doing anything right or nothing at all? Are they the weight? And that's why they're kind of controlling the sword, and they are in front of the cup and they hold the scissors. You know, the cup with the fire that I am assuming spread to their wings. So much. There's so much in that video. Guys, this is going to be such a long video. Do we even get to the other symbols? The spiral. I mean, the first thing I'm thinking about is like me spiraling right now, and kind of what the lyrics tend to like. The word distressed is to me screams spiraling, when you're in your mind overthinking and you can't stop it, and it just like it's a loop. It goes from a thought to a thought to a thought to a thought, and then it comes back, it circles back, and all within seconds, and it can last forever, which is also very ADHD. So is that what that spiral was? However, the spiral is also a very, very positive symbol, normally. It's basically the symbol of life. It's this spiral of, like, fertility, because it represents the life cycles, you know, kind of going into a circle, continuous growth, evolution. So I guess we're calling back to that transition that the Six of Swords was bringing, but it's a spiral, and with it being like a hurricane at some point, it seems more bad. It seems more of that spiraling. It is a transition that is like not welcomed necessarily. It sounds like going through the dark night of the soul. Now, the owl, a barn owl, I fucking love them. I fucking love them. First of all, I see them and I think David Bowie. Labyrinth. Gorgeous. Mainly, to make it simple, because I need to cut this short eventually, but damn, you should see the state of my desk right now. I could dive back into this. I'd be really down. But just to cut it short, an owl, especially the bound owl, wisdom. That's the main symbolism, I guess. They can also symbolize intuition, and they can also symbolize a transition, actually, because they are a lot of nocturnal animals, kind of like tend to be on the, you know, guardians of the underworld, guardians like between realms. Foxes are kind of like that as well. Black cats, bats, you know. But the owls are kind of like the wise guardians of a transition. I guess the big transition we all go through is from life to death. But without being that dramatic, just a transition in general. So it seems like this song, through the video, represents the internal turmoil that affects the mind, the spiraling thoughts, as they're going through a transition of life. You know, it could be them growing up in this, you know, in the spotlight, or transitioning in their genre as well. They've received a lot of criticism about that as well. Like, oh, now they're becoming so pop, blah, blah, blah. If you say that, you don't know what pop is. I'm sorry. And having pop elements or jazz elements or elements of any other genre within your main genre doesn't make you shift completely to a different thing. But it seems like they're shifting in maybe the way they do things in some way, right? And it's not going well. It's not going well, that's how I would see it. But there is hope. There is hope in all of this. Oh, there was a horse also. Horse is usually, the way I see it anyway, it's usually freedom. So it was on fire. So I guess that kind of brings back this idea of like, they kind of feel stuck in a mold that they want to break free, but it's uncomfortable. There's criticism. There's a lot of overthinking. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass. And she's like, I'd rather fucking die. That's it. That's my interpretation of all of this. So I'm going to shut the hell up. This has been 42 minutes long. I would love to watch it again. This is on a first watch, so I could dissect it and make it a special video. Maybe, who knows? Maybe on Patreon. Maybe on YouTube. Maybe a live. Although clearly my thoughts are not well wired enough to do this over live, maybe. Although it would be nice to have a discussion. Who knows? Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I mean, unless they themselves gave an explanation for the video. It's all fun to just try to analyze it, right? And there's no right or wrong, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, let me guys know what you thought. I'm gonna move her away. Beautiful Ali. Oh, goodbye, darling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what we should do about it. Talk about it more, or shut the fuck up forever. If you would like to support the channel, you can check out Patreon, linked down below. On there you get early access to the videos, access to blocked videos, and access to some more exclusive content, exclusive reactions, as well as whatever else I feel like posting on there. We've seen a bit of the decorating behind me. You'll see more, I suppose. Because I need to up my game. I didn't realise we were going to see so much of the wall. And if you would like to give me a request, there is a link to Ko-fi down there as well to support the channel and leave me a little request. So check it out if you want. I do also have another channel on which I like to talk about tarot cards and tarot decks and witchcraft and symbolism. That was an orb. And witchcraft and symbolism could have been, I mean, there is dust flying around, but the way that it dissipated was odd. Anyway, orbs, ghosts, I do love all of that, so check it out if you want. That's my other channel, linked down below as well, and I also have a podcast. But anyway, for now, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go. Okay, bye! See you soon, bye! Bye, 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 bye.